Hello everyone, it's Brianna Ray from BriIY, here to bring you another video. Today I am going to be doing something I've kind of been waiting for an opportunity to do. Originally I told myself I was just going to go to Goodwill and find something to smash, but even better, something already broke. So today I'm going to be using this Kintsugi repair kit. This is a specific style of art in which glass pieces or other sorts of like ceramics are broken and then repaired using gold. So instead of trying to use the same colors, it actually highlights the cracks with the idea in mind that we want to highlight all the imperfections on a piece. And not too long ago, I was cleaning out my bathroom and I accidentally smashed this really pretty like iridescent pink glass that I have, and I did wash it, but not very well evidently because I didn't want to hurt myself, and it looks a little crusty in the bottom, but all of the pieces are still intact. It like broke pretty evenly in these like 3 pieces here. So this one goes here, this guy fits right here, and then I have the last little like triangle piece down there. And I figured since it's already like so cleanly broken, this would be the perfect thing to kind of test this kit out on. So the instructions are on the back. It's a fairly easy process. I actually have somewhere to be this afternoon and most of tomorrow, but I need a 24-hour dry time, and I think that this is kind of perfect for that. You can see I've got my gold bits here. Open this baby up. We've got our resin and some stirring sticks. I don't actually know what this is. Probably gloves, I think. I've had a lot of kits like, oh yeah, these are gloves. Love this like single sharp shard. This is why I didn't like really rinse out the inside, because I was afraid I was going to cut myself on that, even with gloves on, you know. Now it says I need to stir the epoxy resin glue on the paper plate evenly and add an appropriate amount of gold powder pigment. So I've got 2 of these, so it looks like we can do this more than once. That's kind of fun. Pull this out, and it looks like I've got another quick set of directions on here, which I'm going to read very briefly. Something that's interesting about this particular kit is this says that it has an initial cure time of 20 minutes, and the back of the box says 5. So naturally, I'm going to go with the quicker route. It says, apply the mixed glue to the edge of the breakage and stick the pieces together in order. Be gentle and careful during this process. Every time a piece is glued, you can continue to stir the glue again to prevent it from curing, and then proceed to bonding the next piece. And also it's got this little stick thing that I kind of shove in here, and that's how I get the glue out. It looks like there's this kind of like top, yep, this just twists off, and we'll be able to mix it in here with this gold powder. Yeah, this is this is coming together pretty quickly, all things considered. I think we just got to do it. All right, got my gloves on. I hate the noise this makes. Perfect. So I gotta pull this baby off. You can see it's kind of got these 2 tubes on it, so it kind of puts a little bit in from both sides. Sure the surface is okay. Yep. I don't know why I'm like really nervous about this, but I should just be able to kind of like push like that, I believe. Kind of drip that out a bit, and now I gotta move fast. So this does not look like powder, let me tell you. Oh gosh. That's not gold enough. I want more gold than that. Literally 2 minutes in already. It's gonna kill me a little bit. And so I'm just gonna kind of go along the edges here. Kind of doing a dabbing motion. I don't know. Not an expert on this. Like, it's also so thin. The glass bits. It's not a very thick piece, which is fine, just also means that I'm like really trying to get in there. Okay. One more time. Other side here. Can kind of come in here and pop it back on. I really smacked it in there like perfectly. I got a little bit on the edge here. I'm gonna see if I can wipe that up a little later. So now let's move on to this piece. Again, kind of move in quick here. I'm sure I'll hyperlapse through most of this in post. Okay, so obviously this is a mess, and I don't want to add too much pressure to it. I just want to be able to kind of wipe up the edges a bit. So that is what I'm doing here. Just cleaning up. Oh! Oh no. We're just gonna have to see tomorrow, because right now I don't know about all this, but I can put all the rest of these away, maybe pop it in the box in case I ever see the opportunity to do this again. So we're gonna let this sit overnight. Part of me is like, oh, if I could come back in an hour, maybe I'd be able to, you know, fix it up and like clean it up while it's still like cured, like hard enough that it's kind of stuck together, but also whatever. But I'm not gonna be here in an hour. I'm actually on my way to go help build a set for local community theater production. So I don't really think that is an option I have right now. So I think we'll just see what we can do to tidy it up tomorrow, or at least maybe later tonight when I get back. And I'm gonna keep this hardware for something. You never know when that's gonna come in handy. All right, day 2. And what do we got here? That's right, a perfectly hardened epoxy. And my dog losing her marbles in the background. All right, y'all, she's a little messy. Really, all I want to do is kind of come around and like scrape off some of the excess. I will also say that I can't totally tell just because of how much extra there is, but this middle bit here is just slightly out of line, so it's not a super smooth, not super smooth, it just isn't. And I really want to kind of peel off some of the extra, but also like, I don't know, I think I figured out, especially like as I was thinking about it more yesterday, that simply put, this does not need to be as like thick as I made it. I think I obviously way overdid it. Really what I have learned though is that obviously it works, the kit works, and I've learned something from this. It's not perfect by any stretch of the imagination, and some of this epoxy is kind of scraping off and some of it's not. Like that bit right there. Good news, it's coming off. So it's not so messy anymore. That's great. But like this whole middle piece is just a mess, and it was a mess when I was putting it on, and I knew that. But yeah, just trying to clean it up a little bit is going to take some time and energy, but you know, kind of having it from like this side with like the gold coming through the back, I actually quite like a fair bit better. So yeah, overall the kit totally works. Definitely like a learning curve, more of a learning curve than I think maybe anyone would have hoped for initially, but I think it's okay for it to be really these like thin lines of gold. I think that kind of adds to it as opposed to kind of going for something bigger and gloppier, perhaps is the word I'm thinking. Overall though, everything did work, and yeah, I am here for it. I think it looks great, and I mean, great's a loose term, but I think it is passable for a first attempt, and it's definitely nice to know that I do not have to get rid of this cup. I've never used it for drinking anyway. I've almost exclusively used it to like hold makeup brushes, and now I can continue to use it for such. So I'm pleased. I hope you guys learned a little something today, and if you did, feel free to like and subscribe. I do put out new videos every Sunday at noon Eastern Standard Time, and I'd love for you to be here for the next one. Thanks again so much, and I hope to see you then. Bye!